We do things on the outskirts, but we really want to commit to our urban centers and make sure that they're redeveloped and they make a comeback. And we believe it's going on right now.
BusinessJournalDaily.com 3 Minutes With is brought to you by Farmers National Bank.
Save, borrow, and invest with Farmers. Take heart knowing you're helping create a strong community. Mind your money at Farmers. Talk directly to local decision makers about your loans, investments, and insurance. Farmers. Fiercely local, fiercely loyal.
The investments that the Port Authority has made over the years, I think we've always said that, the properties that government can love. And there's been only government can love, yeah. And we look at the different real estate holdings that we've acquired. Even this recent one in Austintown, actually, it sat on the market since COVID. So in that transaction, and again, other ones were on the market for 8 years and 10 years and so forth. This one's a unique approach to what we do, because what we do is all about productivity and development and what's good for the economics of the community. The Mills family, it's no secret, was very selective in their process of that particular, their buildings and their legacy, and we honor that. And there's 48 tenants in these buildings, and many of them have been in these buildings for many decades. And they're stalwart, committed to the downtown Youngstown area. And with so many things that had taken place, whether it was the explosion to, other things downtown, that the concerns of stability of the region, our board just really thought it was appropriate for us to look at this from a different perspective on how we can help stabilize this part of the community. Eastern Gateway is literally our neighbor as we look out the window here. And with their closure, just those concerns. And we certainly want to do anything that would potentially jeopardize those 48 tenants that have been in this building. Our role is in economic development. You've got Eastgate Regional Council of Governments. You've got the Chamber of Commerce. You have Lake to River. You have the Foundation. You have the land banks. And you've got, again, stalwart community leader pillar companies in here as well. So when Lake to River brings in site selectors, they're going to bring them to this building. And they're going to be able to meet with chamber executives and Eastgate executives and port executives and anybody on the team that can help get a deal done. So there's another part of this to be considered, is the fact that this is kind of like a one-stop shop for economic development within this building. And almost all of us are all regional in the sense that we serve both Mahoning and Trumbull counties. So you could have a meeting now. In the last couple of years, it's been great. I might have a meeting on 3 or 4 different floors regarding economic development projects. It's our commitment to the Mahoning Valley, to economic development, to this region, to being supportive of our downtown corridors. We're big fans of the fact that if you don't have a strong core downtown in your urban communities, that you can't grow on the outside as well. So anything we can do to help with Warren. We're helping with the Peninsula project in downtown Warren, obviously, working with the Kimberly Cart project in Warren. In the city of Youngstown, we have the McGuffey holdings as well as these properties. So we do things on the outskirts, but we really want to commit to our urban centers and make sure that they're redeveloped and they make a comeback. And we believe it's going on right now. We're always looking at what opportunities we can do to keep a building in productive use or put it back into productive use. So we're looking at, the future of what might happen in the Eastern Gateway community buildings. We obviously have a vested interest in those. Expansion of, what we're looking at to help with the peninsula, further development. So yeah, if there's a property that's either not in productive development this time or needs repurposed, or we can help in some sense, if the private sector is not in that particular case, taking on that project, we're going to try and find those and help turn them around.
BusinessJournalDaily.com 3 Minutes With is brought to you by Farmers National Bank.
Save, borrow, and invest with Farmers. Take heart knowing you're helping create a strong community. Mind your money at Farmers. Talk directly to local decision makers about your loans, investments, and insurance. Farmers. Fiercely local, fiercely loyal.